And good afternoon to all of you here on Twitch on Randomania, as we are set for one of the closing matches of the first round of the Swiss for the Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament. I am Trenton, and it's part 2 of me with August. How you doing today?
I'm pretty good. How you doing? Long time no see.
I know it's been like, 36 hours?
Yep. Back again, and it's just the way the goddesses of Hyrule have arranged things today.
Well, we get to see a couple. I don't know that it'd be fair to call them rookies, although Sassagelink, this is actually their very first Twitch stream, much less SRL race. So we've got that. Vicnin has been experienced, not ranked on the SRL, but has run some competitive times against some very recognizable names.
Yeah, he definitely is a name I recognize. I'm not sure if he participated in the last tournament, but yeah, it's sure to be an exciting race today, among many of the races that are going on.
You can get really excited when you see somebody you're not used to racing and they go out and they put up a great effort.
Yep,
A lot of hype, and we hope for a good one.
And it looks like we're starting off here along the river. Might be a little preemptive.
Yeah, that's a reset. He did right by that, and I'm okay with that. So we're good. Now we should see them get going any second. There we are.
Alrighty. Not a terrible starting spot, kind of in the center of the map there.
Center of the map, but not the nicest screen. And then what are your enemies on either side? The one Lionel. Little rude, but not bad rude. Get a candle right away.
Yep. Both these runners picking up that candle.
Yeah, this is kind of a bad screen, but at least you're right by start, so if you die here, not the biggest deal, but it's going to be really annoying to come down from that ladder. And all those Lionels, I'm not even sure I could get up to that cave right now. So a Lost Hills check by Sausage. I kind of like that play. Rather than scaling the waterfall, even though he didn't see the Lionels, the little guys flying around are not going to be very nice to walk back down the ladder from. In Blue Ring Shop, that is a large secret.
There we go.
140 rupees for Vincent. And that'll fund your war efforts for a little bit.
Got vanilla level 1 here.
Or as I like to say, all contributions to the Rescue the Princess Fund are greatly appreciated.
Sassagelink picking up that large secret.
I think that's actually... Is that a different one? Or is that the same one?
No, that's the same one that Vic picked up just a few seconds ago.
Bait shop very near start also got arrows for sale there. So it's a good last resort utility shop.
Yeah, good to mark that off and come back to it if you find that bow.
Oh, silly windows. We don't need no hotkeys. Well, August, would you like to explain why we keep seeing all of the shopkeepers and cave dwellers saying the same thing?
Oh, it is because the runners don't have the book, right?
That is correct, and that is the second large secret.
So with these current flags, the book now has a little added value. You pick that book out, you can read all the shop, owners, what they have to say to you, but you can also then buy the hints. So if these runners find a hint shop right now, it'd be very unwise of them to try to buy those hints, because they will not be able to read those hints until they pick up the book.
Sausage did an interesting thing in going ahead and buying the wood arrows. Had a lot of money. There's our wood sword, and that is nice. But with a lot of money, finding the second large secret like Vincent did, he misses out on some of that money. But when Sess Sassage, I think it is. I think it's Sassage. A little kind of accent on it.
Yep.
They get there, they'll be able to get the full amount of that large secret.
Yeah. You find a large secret. Definitely shouldn't be stingy with those rupees.
Little money-making game.
Don't want to be playing that at 255.
Not really any way for that to work out well for you.
Anywhere between 10 and, I don't know, 30, 35 rupees. It's not a bad call. Vicnin finds the take any's, one on the bottom of Candle Row. Got a medium secret for 33 rupees there on Sassagelink side.
Well, that's not bad either. Sassage should pick up this wood sword very soon.
Take any on the bottom southwest.
I kind of like that a lot. Although those are close to each other, that also tells me that I don't really have to route that in.
Yep.
The race we were doing the other day, that's where the wood sword was, so not a nice place for it.
And then in the race I commentated last night, that was where the wood sword cave was too, but it was a swordless seed, so just 2 blue candles. But very interesting.
So what you're saying is it's you.
It could be. It's very possible. I was actually crossing my fingers that this seed, the wood sword, would be in a slightly different spot, which it was.
Yeah. There's level 6 located on Vincent's side, and we are
dungeon.
entering from a different point in the dungeon.
Yeah, I think that was south of the Vanilla Blue Ring shop.
Yes, and we enter from our random room along the edges now, under these flags. But the level shape itself will be vanilla. So level 6, one of the larger dungeons, is not ideal, but it's also your first dungeon, so...
And he does have that sword, so... Theoretically, he should be able to clear few rooms, but he's gonna nope out of it and continue his overworld exploration.
Yeah, I can understand not wanting to dig 6. I think the Gibdo room was worthy of clearing out to try and get some bombs. Would have liked to have seen that. Armos does not have many. There's level 9 located Vanilla Blue Ring location. Worth clarifying, we're probably going to say vanilla as shorthand a lot, but we're talking about first quest. Halvidson going back in and has some bombs. Sassage checking Candle Row. That key purchase would be interesting. I think you could make a very compelling case for it.
Absolutely.
That's timely. The stopwatch, he's able to kill off all these Gibdos easy. And we have Raiders! Thank you everybody joining us from Randomania 2. We are working our way through the round 1 of the Swiss portion, the Zelda Randomizer tournament.
We have got a money seed, as you see Sassagelink finds another secret, but at 223 he's going to mark that down on his map and come back if he needs money later.
No keys for Vincent. Not sure what the plan of attack is going to be now.
So he's going for that Kananaki.
To wall. About one more wall to bomb.
Or no, Kananaki wouldn't work in that room. You need a shutter door to open up.
Yeah, and he found a way around, but it's a multi-headed Gleeok and a ladder block, so time to try and find somewhere else.
Sassagelink on the northeast here. Finding another gambling game.
I like it. It is nice to do this with a few bombs in the bank, because there's 3 screens here that he didn't get to explore without those bombs, so you're going to have a very incomplete picture. As door repair charge, so a little bit of the money gone. 200 still a good amount. There's our final bonus Or, yeah, bonus cave. Take any, whatever you prefer to call it.
Can pick up that white sword item.
Absolutely.
So Vicnin just a few screens ago, pretty comfortable on screen scrolling on his way over to the graveyard there, checking this push block. His feat of strength that doesn't require the feat of the power bracelet.
Level 1 has the grave. Level 1 is at the grave, so 2 items, short dungeon, and a chance to get one of the 5 Triforces you need to get into level 9.
Yes, 5 Triforces is all these runners will need.
This looks like a friendly enemy set in here.
7 on Sassagelink side in the forest.
The Northern Armos. Good find. Although, again, with the large dungeon, not that friendly, but maybe you'll get lucky and something will be in the early rooms. Dark Nuts in here. The Wood Sword just not going to be able to get rewards from those guys. Enemy HP having some randomness. You can check to see how hard these Dark Nuts are, but they look vanilla.
I think they're a little squishier.
So level 1, we're looking for a floor drop and a staircase.
It's the second key on Sassagelink side that he's been able to pick up off the floor.
Gonna be very welcome sights. Level 7, it can only be a staircase item.
Oh, that's a troll room there. Empty room with the shutter door. Just push that block and go back the way you came.
It's an interesting move by Sassage just to check and see if there was a floor drop there. He could use the bombs. So it didn't hurt anything to check because you might find a 4-pack that easy.
So Wallmaster's Pulse Voice. Not terrible for level 1.
Yeah, just unfortunately, here in level 7, you're not going to get rewards until you're able to kill those guys in one shot, so... For an enemy that can drop life, that would be a welcome sight right now, but that's what happened instead.
That's an ugly death.
Very costly. He's right by start. He gets the health back. But how much time do you want to put into level 7 of all dungeons?
You never know what level 7 might be hiding.
Very true. It's also kind of one of the more notorious ones. Level 6 and 7. Was that a pickup of the item? By Vince, I think he got something, but I didn't see what.
It wasn't a key. It wasn't a bomb drop.
Chat says it's the ladder.
Does he know it's the ladder?
I would assume he didn't go to his menu to check. There's the Triforce.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I don't think he noticed.
I think he saw it and then didn't need to check. It's just when we look
between
that's
the screens. I forgot level 1, so there's 2 items in here.
Yeah, he's looking for the staircase now. Well, ladder, one of the biggest items you could pick up, especially early.
Sassagelink has had enough of that level 7. Moving on.
Yeah, not unreasonable at all to check the big dungeon for a couple rooms, see if you just get lucky. If the resources aren't there, if you aren't finding it quickly, if you go on, find something else, and at least know where that dungeon is, you can come back to it later.
Moving on, vanilla level 2.
Good place to check. Maybe something will work out.
A little trolly to get to.
One, Vincent looking for that second item. Block clipping well. Nice smooth motion through there. Bull's voice, no reason to kill them. We know they don't have anything. Looks like Vincent is just heading for the Triforce. Maybe can't check the key door, so I'll have to take the Triforce.
Yep.
Looks like he's probably key blocked from the second item in one.
And Gliok is continuing to scream at him.
There's the third large secret. This is not a poverty seed at all. Located at vanilla level 8. All the money you could ask for.
There's the hints. No!
Did it without the book. The blue ring pickup for Sausage. I like it. Okay, I think that's probably just a little unfamiliarity with the flags.
Yep.
And you're gonna have to have the book to be able to understand the hints. So, unfortunate.
A little bit of a rupee would cost, but that's what happens in a race. Oh, and it looks like Sassage has purchased the blue ring.
Yeah, just pick that up, and I like it a lot. If you're, especially, well, just back up. Always get the tools you need. There's the silver arrows. That's pretty hype. But always get the tools you need to complete these seeds. Don't worry about what other people can do. Get what you need. If the blue ring helps, grab it.
Or that big shield.
And yet again, this blue ring candle shop that's found them aplenty.
Looks like Vicnin was thinking about that blue ring, but after that hint shop, he didn't have the money for it. He opting for a key instead.
Which is, I think it's a very worthy pickup.
Absolutely, with all the money he's got. Looks like Sassagelink is stumbling on to level 1 here.
And with a key in the bank, might be able to find that other item for us that Vincent didn't. We know at this point about the ladder and the silver arrows, but not the bow is going to be the biggest thing. Bow and silvers are always required, ladder usually required. Though a small secret isn't very good. Don't feed the likes. Save your big shields. Oh, no wonder he got hit by the Wallmaster the first time. It took 2 hits instead of just 1. You hit it with the sword, it doesn't knock back, and there's nothing you can do. One thing to always be mindful, though, is if you got a room where the combat is not nice like this one, you can duck out of the room and it will save the progress you've made, basically, as long as you don't leave the dungeon. Or you could just find the stopwatch and it doesn't matter. But as long as you leave one enemy alive in a room and don't leave the dungeon, you get the item. Not the item. The rest of the enemies will not respawn. Sausage. Don't make kill that room. You're still looking for the floor drop item. The bombs on this room mean it can't be the floor drop. And a little exploration of the forest.
Oh, there's some cheap meat.
Yeah, especially with the silver arrows. I think I would have gone ahead and bought that.
Absolutely.
And maybe Vincent's going back for it. No? I could also understand saving the money, maybe hoping to buy a potion, but I think you'll get enough from the rest of the seed that I just like the security when I don't have something else to buy. Could be thinking about hints later on, but...
Yep, hints are always valuable investment.
Question in chat, where was the ladder? Level 1.
Floor dropped item.
Yeah, we've not seen the staircase item out of 1 yet. It looked like Vincent was key blocked.
Now, where in level 1? I did not catch that.
It was in a Keese room. There were 2 turrets, I think, and 3 Keese flying around. And all you had to do was walk straight down.
Vicnin back up to 200 rupees. I think that's his last large secret.
Yep, still short for the blue ring.
We're gonna see this coast item up here. And it's Lord Banana.
Well, will you take it? Will you leave it?
Nope.
I think he wanted to double check just to make sure it wasn't the power bracelet. And that you would definitely get, but I like having a boomerang. There's a lot of advantages to having one. Sometimes you're going to be able to grab items that you can't get otherwise. Door repair charge for benzene. We're still a bit short on finding the levels right now.
Yep.
Level 1 for these runners.
1, 6, 7, and 9. There we go, a little gambling.
180, that's an interesting choice. Had to be
Yeah.
considering a blue ring to do that. I like it better if you can save and get one of those near start.
Yep. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say a lot of our levels are gonna be hiding under bomb spots on Death Mountain.
So that's just gonna go ahead and take the Triforce out of level 1. That's the door I was hoping to see get opened with the key. That's where Vincent got blocked earlier.
I think that unlocks another 2 or 3 rooms along that route.
Yeah. Although I think Sassage did have another path we didn't explore yet, so might have just taken the Triforce for the HP refill and go back to the start of the dungeon.
Yeah, it's always nice to get beam swords back.
Now, Vicnin is checking out Candle Row. Finds the first bonus part container he's able to pick up. No sign of the white sword item yet. I think Vicnin is hoping that that white sword item ends up being the bow. And then you could just go mode the dungeons.
He's gotta be careful.
Oh, great strategy. Dip into 6, get the HP refill. Even if you're not gonna go forward in it. But he is. At least for a little bit. Ah, he's got the ladder now. He can go past this river room. Don't even have to fight Leon. Very well done. And
Oh,
we don't need that room.
hopefully.
There's a key door, so you can get around that for sure.
A little surprised he didn't try bombing that left-hand wall.
I think he was just thinking the key door was here, so he doesn't need it.
Oh, he didn't have any bombs.
We'll get 4 bombs out of this room, though. At least. As, of course, being a bomb-dropping enemy, you might get more. Gonna have to defeat all of them to be able to get to the Triforce. I wonder if that's the priority right now. Playing a little safe with these, I don't mind that. Cost you more time to come back in than to take your time killing them.
Sassagelink finding that hint shop, but he's aware of the flags.
We're Goma blocked!
Oh,
Goma guards the Triforce in 6.
Sassagelink is blocked on this staircase.
Now that does not mean we're actually bow blocked for the seed, because you can still get to level 9 without killing that Goma. You just have to get 5 Triforces from anywhere in the world.
The bow could also be here in level 6.
as long as you have a path to it that doesn't involve going through the Goma, because logically that's not allowed.
Yep.
We do have sanity checks that are built into this randomizer to try and make sure all the seeds are beatable.
By
That does a great job with
not
that.
using glitches or clips either.
Correct. It should be on a glitchless playthrough. Every seed should be beatable.
Now, whether that's in an hour or 5 hours.
Subject to the limits of your combat ability.
Yep.
I'll own that one myself, that I've had seeds where the combat was just a little bit too difficult for me.
Absolutely. I tend to play on the 0 HP enemy set.
But Fred has done a fantastic job in so many ways to squash bugs when they're found. I found a random one that almost nobody else would ever see, but Fred fixed it anyways. I think he fixed it within 24 hours.
Yeah, sounds like Fred.
And another door repair charge. I'm all saying the same thing. It can be a little difficult to know what we're looking at sometimes, but when your money counter goes down, it's sort of obvious. Been a little while since we've had a major event. Sausage got the Triforce out of level 1 at 20 minutes. Vicnin, it's been since 14 minutes that he picked up the silver arrows. We know he can't get the Triforce out of 6 now because of that Goma. It makes for an interesting argument about whether the right play is to continue to dig this 6, knowing you can't get the Triforce, or if you should just move on. But so far, it's giving Vicnin the keys to move on, and I can't argue with that decision. Also, the enemy set doesn't seem to be bad.
Yep.
And that is by all means a worthy consideration, because it's not always how many rooms a dungeon has, it's how fast you can get through the dungeon. And if this is the easiest enemy set you're gonna get, then have at it, boys. Takes a lot of stabs for those poor boys.
I think it's 10 in vanilla.
Another key drops. This has been a profitable dig for those keys, if nothing else. And another one! This could be it.
Should be.
Trying for the reverse block clip, but those Gibdos keep coming wanting their hugs. Sir, it's a transport.
Shucks. Is this the other end of the transport, or is this the item?
I'm hoping item. Come on, 6, one time. Give us that item.
The trolls are calling for the transport. No.
I didn't see that. I just saw the up A, so I assume that was a transport.
Possibly. It could have been something like, I don't know, the red candle that he saw and was like, oh, no, I don't need that. I can't get the Triforce. Might remain a mystery for a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't really like the idea of passing on that. I think the only thing you might pass on is the magic boomerang.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything's going to be helpful.
Some people are very happy with their blue candle and, you know, choose to take the gamble and not pick up the red.
Are you saying it's a secret to everybody? Well played, chat. Well played.
We got a high five going on here.
Vicnin is now back to enough money he can afford a blue candle. We wondered if he was considering it before. That's not right by it, but you could certainly get to... Actually, there's been multiple shops. I'm just thinking of one in particular.
Sassagelink taking this health refill. And Vicnin
There it is,
picking up
Vicnin.
that ring.
Like I said before, you gotta get what you need. And maybe that'll be the key to unlocking some more progress in this seed. Bonus cave. Now Vicnin knows for sure they'll be able to pick up the white sword item when and if we find it. We've done a lot of work on the east side of the map. I think it's more the Death Mountain area we need to explore, but that takes bombs, and then you gotta go there.
Yep. I think there's a few other miscellaneous bomb spots around Start, around the northeast corner that they haven't checked out yet either.
Vicnin's
So,
gonna check
level
out.
4 down there.
Yeah, he uses the door to get the free key. Good play.
Early compass.
Or just a one-item dungeon.
Oh,
key
there's a
on the
key
ground.
over there.
It's right by Start, so I guess you know you can come back to it if you're short. And hi, Manhandla. Good to know you can't be the Triforce though, because that bomb was on the ground.
Yep.
Well, and he's got the compass anyways, but
Little tech like that is very useful to know, even if you didn't have the compass. No use trying to find a Manhandla if you don't need to.
no, and he's nice and slow with all heads in place, so
Nice and protected by that like for the moment.
sometimes you just gotta hang out until you get a better setup with the rest of the enemies. The saint's been pretty giving on the keys. Gonna block clip to fight these guys? I like it. Well, they're low HP, so man mode does the job. It's our item. It's the wand.
Wonderful weapon to see.
Light sword damage, so it's inherently an increase. Also, because you can dual wield it with the sword.
It is also a ranged attack, so you can be nice and patient on the edge of a trolley room.
And I just want to point out, we already saw the difference in the blue candle. He was down to a heart, or even a half a heart, which would have been a death without the blue candles. So that blue candle
ring.
already let him get the wand and the Triforce out of a dungeon. And I just think that's worthy of mention.
Sassagelink digging into level 7.
Might have been just for the health refill, maybe explore a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he's looking for some Triforces at 32 minutes in.
Picked up the level 1 Triforce so far, but that was 12 minutes ago.
Is that another hint that Vicnin just bought without the book? Oh dear.
I hope not. So props to both these runners for putting themselves out there, jumping in and racing. Because it takes a certain amount of courage just to do that in the first place. But they do seem to be a little unfamiliar with the flags.
Just that one. I mean, I've seen both of them handle screen scrolling and block clipping pretty seamlessly. So they're not strangers to the game.
Not
maybe
at
just
all.
some of the new updates that have been added recently.
Yeah, both definitely showing they know how to play this game. I believe Vicnin actually has done some Z1 speed runs. I'm not sure which category.
Ah. All that speedrunning information and knowledge definitely helps out in Randomizer.
That wand just helps make navigating this overworld so much better. It doesn't look like things are too bad on their HP, so you can kill a lot of stuff in one shot from a distance, and that's helpful.
Yep. Build up your count.
Nuts.
It wouldn't
What
be
a
terrible.
room for the Dark Nuts. So rude, but excellent play there with the facing down to attack them.
Yep. Be nice if you could clip into one of these blocks somehow.
Yeah. If
A
you
little
try
tight.
to kill them, it's going to take you forever to wait for them to walk through you.
Yeah. I think the way their targeting works, if you were to stand in the center of the room, they might work their way towards you a little quicker.
Yeah, they'll chase Link, but to get them in exactly the position you need them, I don't really like the block flipping strategy. I like an open room with blocks is the ideal scenario to me to fight them, because those blocks will force them to eventually turn.
Yep.
The rivers here that Vicnin is doing is the same net effect. You're getting an opening against the Dark Nuts because they have to turn. And any kind of forced movement like that works out to your advantage. This is an okay room that Sausage is getting them in. You're always going to get an opening. You just have to be a little patient to get it.
Looks like those Dark Nuts are on 2 HP themselves. Allows Vicnin to take him out a little quicker.
Yeah, we saw him take 2 wood sword shots early, and the wand is that much better. There's the Triforce out of 7.
Nice.
And I gotta credit the blue ring again for being just enough to help Sausage get through that.
Absolutely.
So it was a smart pickup on both these runners' parts. It's helped him out.
Vicnin finding that empty push block room.
Chat saying the 5 blue Darknet Diamond room was my bane as a kid. So thought we all, because we didn't know how to block clip yet.
Oh,
wow,
Troll Handler.
That's a Troll Handler.
So I think that was a perfect bullseye too.
Seemed to be. So yeah, 2 bomb hits. Actually, it might have even just been a bomb hit plus a sword hit, but
yeah, I mean 2 bomb hits if you're lucky.
The good news is he does not come back. Right, so the exploration of 7 continues for Vicnin. We know Bish is able to get the Triforce because Sausage was able to. Sausage didn't have the ladder yet. Kind of curious how long it'll be till Sausage goes back to level 1. Got the Triforce, but not the items.
Could be a merciful seed, and he might not even need the ladder.
Could be, but when you're looking for still all 3 of the big items like he is, the ladder, the bow, and the silver arrows, feels really bad to leave level.
I think he already has the silvers.
I have them for Vicnin. I did not see them for Sausage, although our tracker does, so...
Yeah, and I saw him over in that area. On the tracker. I trust our tracker.
Yeah, it was the Armos item, so that would make sense. So far we've only seen the 4 items. We've seen the Coast item was the wooden boomerang, the Armos item, the silver arrows, Level 4 with the wand, and level 1 with the ladder. It's all we've seen thus far. We also see that Vicnin has 3 out of 5 Triforces necessary to get into level 9.
Yep, definitely in a slight lead there.
And gonna explore level 7, so this is an item dig. How long are you going to invest in that? Well, no, it's map drop, so it won't be a push block.
And another mugger room. Yuck.
Well, we don't have to worry about that too much. It doesn't look like Rupee Boss. And I think gave bombs too. Well, that could be it. See, this is the kind of room I love to get Dark Nuts in. Because those blocks are going to turn them. You can use them to get in between you and the Dark Nuts, and you'll always get an opening. And in this room, you can sit on the ladder and kill them low risk.
Dark Nuts rust, so they're a little scared of the water.
I think worth mentioning, since we just saw that extra shutter door to the secret room, that you can have those off-map rooms in vanilla-shaped dungeons. You won't have them in the Shapes flag. Hi, Goma. Bye, Goma.
That's a block clip I have trouble with.
Top
down.
My. Goma in the reverse C room.
Yeah, he's had enough.
Wise play, I think.
There's a couple bomb spots up here.
That's
find any levels?
7 is that large dungeon, so you know it's a lot of rooms to try and dig to find your item. I don't fault them for saying, hey, this is a dungeon I've got. So let's go ahead and look here, but that Goma, just so rude. Although, actually, if we piece information together, that can't be the bow. If there was another path to an item room, I'm not saying 7 couldn't, but that room specifically could not be the bow. And that is all Vicnin is looking for. So it makes total sense to get out of there. Well, you had no choice anyways, but still. I stand by my statement.
Yep, I think that's Vicnin's last Takening Cave. Got another high five going on this northwest corner.
Vicnin trying to screen scroll? Yeah.
He's trying to get into the hub. There we go. Always a fun place to explore. Yup.
Well, it's nicer than moving through all those Lionels. Door repair charge up at the letter location.
It's a shame he doesn't have any bombs. He's gonna have to come back if, we know it's just another, I think it was a hint shop or a money-making game, but...
Well, unless you can get your bombs to drop from these guys.
Where is level 2 and level 3? Those are the dungeons we want to find.
The biggest unexplored chunk of this map, though, is definitely Death Mountain, so kind of just need to load up on bombs and go there. You're gonna have to force it at some point. There's just not gonna be a convenient time. Vicnin is actually in the right part of the world to go over there, but he's only got 3 bombs now.
And he's also playing the slots again with a lot to lose.
Not a lot to spend money on, though, so I don't mind it too much. He's still got 140, so the only other big purchase, if you're not buying hints, and I don't think we're going to see that at this point, would be bomb upgrades in the dungeons. If we find them. Sometimes that's a challenge. There's no guarantees, except that they exist.
They do exist. One option for the randomizer is actually to replace those with some mugger rooms.
So rude. Not sure if Vic was trying to force the bombs drop when he placed the first bomb, or if that was just a question of he thought he had the wand selected. I certainly don't mind trying to get bombs. His routing is taking him in the direction of Death Mountain. He's got the ladder. Well, here's level 8, so let's see what happens here.
Large item, or large dungeon, but 2 items.
2 items. He needs the Triforce as well.
Not to get that bomb stun off the Dodongo.
They can definitely fuel your continued exploration.
Or they can fuel your frustration.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Looks like Sassagelink is taking the trip up to Death Mountain, and he's rewarded with level 2.
Okay, short dungeon, but that way is blocked with a key. It's the Guerrilla enemy set, so that's going to be a welcome sight. Vicnin has had to leave level 8 for lack of bombs. That is unfortunate. They just seem to be in low supply. Ruby boss here in level 2. The best kind of boss. Don't you love when Ruby boss is guarding the Triforce?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. If it's guarding something important.
Yet again, this room would have been a death for Sausage before getting that blue ring.
Able to tank those Guerrilla boomerangs right to the face.
Those subtleties make all the difference.
Pretty well stocked up on hearts, too.
Also, with 4 bombs, has more options for exploring dungeons than Vicnin currently has, although he's able to go get 8. And now we should see some exploration of this level. I like the idea of following that bomb path.
Oh, nice bomb drop.
That's a forced bomb drop. He did well and found the Triforce room.
Pick it up, get some health, and I'm pretty sure he's going to go back in.
I think you have to. Oh. Two chances to...
Sassagelink right behind him.
His third Triforce coming out of level 2. Did not see the item, though?
He did not.
Okay, absolutely makes sense to go back in and look for it. But that key block looms.
More Dongos in level 8.
Well, actually, we've got this path, so we're not key blocked. Compass, we don't need that, but it also tells us that that can't be the drop room. Oh my,
no.
That could be required. He sacrifices the heart. Key drop. Could that be required? Bomb drop.
Oh.
Still have more rooms. I was wondering about the potential of a retry, but I don't think he's saved recently enough. Oh, it would sting if that was not required.
Oh no! A few more rooms on that south end.
It starts to be a question of how much time you want to invest in this, but it's level 2.
Yeah, no, level 2 is worth the time. There's not too many rooms left.
Could the recorder be required to get this item?
Oh, bop.
It was trying to run past them instead of kill them, and that just didn't work out. Sometimes it is faster to kill them than ignore them.
Got a staircase on Vicnin's side with the any key inside of it.
Magic key, the any key, call it the George key if you want, but way keys will no longer be an issue.
Perfect timing, too. I think he had 5 keys at that point.
Exploration in Hyrule is fueled off of keys and bombs. You want both in ample supplies. The map shows us that it is in fact level 8, with all those root robes. 2 bombs are killing them. They're not horrid on HP. Just their usual bad. And
Sassagelink is out of rooms to check in level 2.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna take that recorder.
Well, he did get that Triforce, so it wasn't total waste.
No, but then it has to make all of us wonder, is the recorder required in this seed? We now know there's a chance. Sausage is in position to check these Death Mountain dungeons that we've been lacking so far. And
there's level 3.
Sacrifice the heart. The other thing that's missing, though, is still the white sword item.
Yes, we have not found that cave, although it could be raft or power bracelet blocked. Could be under Recorder Lake.
Staircase in 8. What do we have? We have a rude robe in the room. It's the bow!
Oh, wow. That's go mode. Just need one more Triforce for Vicnin, and he can enter level 9.
Things have definitely come up Vicnin's way. He's gotten everything he needs. Got the ladder at 11 minutes in. The silver arrows came 14 minutes in. Now 51 minutes in. It's the bow. Go mode engaged. You've got plenty of money for arrows, which is a combat upgrade and a significant one over the wood sword, although he does have the white sword damage out of the wand as well, which doesn't cost anything.
Sassagelink just picked up the boss heart out of level 3. Make up for that mugger.
They sacrificed one to continue to explore the dungeon. Can't fault him at all, but it looks like if that was both required and you had to do recorder to be able to clear it out.
The 4th Triforce for Sassage at a level 3.
Nothing wrong with picking up these Triforces, but it hurts not to have the item exploration.
Yep. I think it might be a while too before he heads over towards that level 8 location. Vicnin choosing level 6 to get his last Triforce, and then he'll be off to level 9.
think having been in here earlier, he knew it was a short one.
It's also
yeah, it was the Goma block. So Silver's will do just fine against that.
Yep, just one screen south of level 9 too. Definitely a good call.
Some veteran plays here from Vicnin. It was routed well. Quick Triforce, he's got what he needs. And some plays just worked out well. He explored the right dungeons, got what he needed. Wouldn't hurt to kill off everything but one enemy on that overworld spot, because as long as you leave one alive, the rest will not respawn. The only reason I make a deal out of that is you might want to leave level 9 to get a potion. But if it's a Korea set in 9, that's fantastic news.
So in level 9, we're trying to find that pig. He's a loud piggy, making sounds apparent on any screen adjacent to his. Unless, of course, Patra is in there, it might mask that sound.
And there's Zelda.
There she blows.
So I think Vicnin paused to make note of it, but having found Zelda is very good. That is the harder part of the equation. You're not going to get to her from that room. I got spooked for a moment, but then I realized, well, we didn't hear Ganon's roar, so it couldn't be. Come on, dual wield the wand. You got this.
Yes, the wand makes these Patras much more, what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, friendly wouldn't apply.
Exactly.
Feasible?
Yeah. A little less frightening.
Okay, we can go with that. Tolerable. I like that suggestion. Thanks, chat.
Thank you, chat. Je ne parle pas Helion.
Could have been a hint to tell us right where Ganon was, but we'll never know.
I was unaware that even those hints were encoded.
I think in these flags, they all are, so nothing you can do about it without the book, and we have no idea where it was in the sea. We used to have the spoiler log at the end of the game, but I think they found there were reasons not to do that, so it got removed.
Yep.
The hostage continues to explore level 3, trying to find something. We have found Zelda's room. We are looking for Ganon. So the exploration path for Ganon is a little different than it is for Zelda. With Zelda, you gotta kind of cover every room. With Ganon, you theoretically only need like 1 out of 4 rooms explored, because you can hear him in one of the adjacent ones.
Yeah, every other column or every other row is a good strategy to... Or there's also that diagonal strategy that works well too.
And level 9, I think you're very glad to have picked up the magic key as one of the only extraneous items we found. We're doing this on the bare minimum. But of all the items you could pick for your extra ones, he got the wand and the magic key. I mean, that's pretty sweet for your extras. I think most people would choose the Ren Ring if you gave them the choice, but Blue Ring plus those 2, I like it.
And he had the money to do it too. Large secrets at 140 rupees.
And we found all 3 of those too.
Yep, the next round of bracket will be, I think, mixed hints.
Speaking of next, let's kind of talk about what all is still going on today. Starting shortly is Bresticle versus RC Drone, and then last matchup of the first round of the Swiss is Lanagab against Fryteeth. That's going to be at 9 o'clock tonight, and then I think it's 10:30 maybe that Krim will be hosting a reveal show for the next round of the brackets. So a lot still going on today.
Stay tuned. That RC Drone Bresticle match should be an exciting one.
And just sharing out links to the Randomizer and the Discord. You can always keep up with what the happenings are through the Discord.
Sassagelink here in level 5, looking for his 5th Triforce and his bow.
Which is pretty impressive for not having the ladder.
Oh, that's a good point. The ladder might not be required, as I mentioned earlier.
Well, we're seeing Vicnin use it a lot. That doesn't necessarily mean you had to. It certainly wasn't required to get these silvers. I don't think it was required to get the bow. Checking these staircases, I like it. You want to cover as much ground as quickly as you can, and maybe you'll find a faster path to Zelda along the way. Because actually, the room he found adjacent to her does not connect.
All these Patras.
Good strategy to check your map, make sure you know which directions you want to explore.
Another transport.
There's a lot of them in this 9. But it keeps opening up new ground for him, so... Here's Zelda's room. She's not in it.
No princess, no pig.
Oh, we hear him.
Oh. Almost missed it.
It came
North
through
or south?
North it is.
Not too
Here
far
we
away
go.
from the princess's room either.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon.
Sassagelink is picking up the white sword in level 5 there.
Alright, so you're gonna have to hit Ganon a bunch with this wood sword. Doesn't look like Vicnin's able to get the stun lock. What maybe hurts more is not having a potion to refill hearts. He's not gonna be able to stand a Hyrule Driver. He can take the fireballs.
If only he had the recorder, he could be busting out the recorder strats.
He was in a good place
Oh.
against the wall. He wasn't going to take a Hyrule Driver against the wall, but he moved out to try and catch Ganon when he didn't need to. So Ganon will move in a predictable pattern, and he fires the fireball right before he moves in basically kind of a figure 8 shape. It's worth checking out if you never have before. There's a hack of the game that lets you see Ganon, and then you can really start to understand his movement better. And once you do that, your Ganon fights definitely pick up. But in that case, all Vicnin really needed to do was hang out against the wall and stab. It may not give you the stun lock, but it would have worked out. Full life, though, I think he can do this with round 2.
Sassage is, I think he's going down to level 2.
Short dungeon, it would make sense.
Oh wait, no, we saw the
No, it
Dig
was-
Dogger in level 2.
Yeah, and that's probably blocking the item. I don't think there were any other choices at that point. So, forgotten spot.
a little surprised he isn't going over to level 1. He didn't get either item out of that.
He has no keys, and I think it was a key block.
Ah, yep, good point. Well, there's the piece of paper.
Yeah, this was probably a case where just another 30 rupees would let him buy a key and go back to 1. That's probably what he needs. Tracking 9 is usually a good idea to help you get through it faster. Hopefully if you marked the staircases well, you've got your path to Ganon back. This, I think, was the right area.
Yeah, I can never track 9 in my head. I don't know how some runners do that.
I've had them tell it to me, I believe them, and yet I'm still convinced they're not telling me the truth. So round 2, Ganon, fight! Okay, almost hit the stun lock. The timing takes a little bit of work to get right. Now Ganon's on a slightly different movement pattern. But again, he does not warp. He's actually moving in a consistent path.
4.
Yeah, that was a different pattern. So that one was harder to pick up.
Sassagelink here in level 4. Level 4 had the wand, correct?
That's correct, which would be well, not actually an upgrade because he's already got the white sword, but the range would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Does not have the Triforce out of 4 either, so moving closer would help. I think this is a case if Vicnin had the potion, he'd already have this. But he is very close to the stun lock. Maybe could get a little closer this time and get through it.
Oh, that fairy will help.
Oh yeah, those Pulse Voices were very giving on the health. I think you can get through this without taking any damage. All the way back again, yeah. So round 3, fight!
Ah, Sassagelink.
Oh, almost.
Went back to one of those secrets, and he has, I think, enough money to buy a key.
Still a little trouble picking up this Ganon, but if you stick in that corner, you're gonna get him. Just a little too long in between sword swings. He's trying to time that right to get the stun lock. He's working hard for it. Just a little bit off.
I find that double tap helps me.
He's got it.
There we go.
Got the stun lock.
Down
goes Ganon. The good news is you only have to do it once.
Man. Just imagine that. Killing Ganon, dying, and then Ganon respawns. Have to do it all over again. That'd be awful.
It happens. There's people who've had the infamous double KO. And there it is. Vicnin is our winner, first place with a time of 1:07 and 20 seconds, official SRL time.
GG to Vicnin.
And doing it on basically just the minimum. All the digs worked out right.
A little surprising too, because 3 out of his 5 Triforces are 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah, you did get the 1 out of 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little, very different than Sassagelink's strategy. He's got 1, 2, 3. But it was that level 8.
Alright, so we're not going to be able to get Vicnin in for an interview today. So we'll just say GG. And maybe we'll join us in Twitch chat, we'll see. So, just a good effort. Let's kind of run through what happened. First pickup was the blue candle. We had an early bonus cave. Vicnin had the wood sword within 4 minutes. The ladder came 11 minutes in. It was a floor item in level 1. Got the Triforce. We never found out the second item in level 1. The silver arrows were the Armos item. Vicnin had that 14 minutes in, and then we were only 1 item away from go mode. Picked up the blue rig 28 minutes in. It worked out very well. He made a lot of progress after that, including 3 Triforces in the next 10 minutes. So that made a lot of progress there. The magic key was an extra along the way, which helped the exploration and made level 9 a little bit easier. The bow came 51 minutes in. Got his last Triforce out of level 6, popped on up there to level 9. Got Ganon down 1 hour 7 minutes, and then had Zelda rescue just a few seconds later. Vic does join us in the chat, so if you got any questions, type them away. And again, we'll say GG. So, Sausage now at level 8. Good news being, could find the bow here. Bow and the magic key here, which would solve a lot of issues for Sausage. Vic just said GG to you and very well played, and I said if anyone had questions, they could type them for you in the chat. Let's see what we have on Sausage's side. The Wiz robes, the Rude robes. Not fun on a heart and a half. Some bombs will help with the exploration. And the Rude robes chalk up another one on their side. Trying to be the MVP of Ganon's forces. They take that very seriously. Gets the stun kill of the Dodongos for more bombs. Molas, but the nicer variety. Not too bad here. Continues to dig this level 8. 2 good items that would be very welcome sights. That is not the nicest room for Wizrobes to be in, by the way. Duck out of here. Well, when you kill the one of those 2, you can duck out, and I believe the other one is dead automatically. You have to fully kill it. Dodongo's eating their bombs today.
But they're not leaving any.
Yeah, unfortunately with the 3 they respawn. If it had just been the 1, he would stay gone.
Yep, 1 Dodongo is a boss. 3 Dodongos, just another couple enemies.
Yeah, go figure on that one. I didn't know this, but apparently Vicnin actually had an 18-minute practice seed.
Wow.
Where just everything was right next to each other. Oh, Sausage didn't get the thing all the way.
Nope. Oh, Bop.
Yeah. Don't think he got the wand. He was in the level for it, but didn't get it.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't think that key block has just plagued him this entire seed. Vicnin was rewarded early on. I think it was level 6 where just kept giving him another key, another key, another key. He ended up being blocked and had to leave, but he left it with extra keys in the bank.
Yep.
We really haven't seen that in a lot of the other dungeons. Not even sure that Sassage has been in 6.
I'm pretty sure he's been inside. I think we found that early on.
Okay.
But, you know, it's one of those dungeons where if you don't have to dig it, it's not a bad call not to dig it.
Yeah, and we know that the Triforce was blocked by the bow. Which I gotta really compliment Vicnin's note-taking to know that that was a quick Triforce and that he was going to be able to get it with the bow.
Yep.
So it was just perfectly routed for him.
Yeah, right before level 9.
It's really taking the time to kill this. Okay, he's got the Triforce, so now... Or compass to know where the Triforce is.
It's really not the important things he's looking for in this level, in the 8.
You need the items and Triforces you can get. Although he's got 4 of them already, he only needs 1 more.
Yeah, no, it would be a great place to bang out all 3 of these last pickups.
We know the ladder's not here, but with the bow, I think you'd still have to treat it as go mode until proven otherwise. Got a bonus key, but took a pounding to get it. And some root grobes in the way, as they are so apt to do. Staircase.
I think this is one of the items.
I think you're right. Job killing them off. And it's the magic key, which is going to be a very welcome sight. For as key-starved as this has been for Sassagelink, that's probably about the number 1 pickup. He's going to go to level 1, I think.
Yeah. If only he knew what we knew.
Well, that's the thing about playing blind. You don't know what you don't know. Didn't I? Could have had that many rooms left to explore in 8 is my other thought process. So I'm a little surprised he did, unless he thought he was ladder blocked.
Taking a moment maybe to check his notes. Did find all the dungeons. We got 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Alright, I think what we're gonna do at this point is wrap this up and host Sausage. Well, actually, he's gonna bow out, so let me see what else we have as an option.
Well, good game to Sassagelink either way. It's definitely been a blast to watch and commentate with you, Trenton.
It has. I'm gonna get over here and